As we get older, it's easy to feel less connected to the people we care about. Life changes in many ways as we age. Children grow up and move away, friends may relocate, and our daily routines shift. Sometimes, the house that was once filled with laughter and conversation can feel a little too quiet. These changes can make us feel isolated, even when we're surrounded by memories and familiar things. It's a natural part of life, but it's important to recognize how these feelings can affect us and what we can do to stay connected. We might not live close to family anymore, and sometimes visits are less frequent than we'd like. Technology can help bridge the distance, but it's not always the same as a warm hug or a shared meal. Looking at old photographs, reading letters, or even hearing a familiar voice on the phone can bring comfort, but it can also remind us of how much we miss those connections. It's normal to feel a sense of longing for the people and moments that matter most to us. Retirement brings more free time, but it can also mean fewer opportunities to interact with others. Without the daily routine of work, we might find ourselves spending more time alone at home. While hobbies and personal interests are important, they can't always replace the sense of purpose and connection that comes from regular social interaction. It's easy to slip into a routine that feels comfortable but doesn't offer much in the way of meaningful connection. This can lead to feelings of loneliness, which can be more than just an emotional experience. Loneliness has been shown to have real effects on our physical and mental health. It can increase the risk of depression, anxiety, and even certain medical conditions like heart disease. When we feel isolated, it can be harder to stay motivated, take care of ourselves, or find joy in everyday activities. That's why it's so important to recognize loneliness and take steps to address it. Staying connected is important for everyone, but it's especially vital for seniors. Social interaction helps us feel valued and understood. It gives us a sense of belonging and reminds us that we're not alone in our experiences. Whether it's a friendly chat with a neighbor, a group activity at a community center, or a simple phone call with a loved one, these moments of connection can brighten our days and lift our spirits. They help us build a support network that we can rely on during both good times and challenging ones. Talking to friends and family, even if it's just for a few minutes, can make a big difference in how we feel. Laughter, shared stories, and simple conversations can boost our mood and help us feel more connected to the world around us. These interactions remind us of our shared experiences and help us create new memories, no matter our age. Even a quick chat can turn a lonely day into one filled with warmth and joy. Social connections can also help us manage stress. When we talk about our worries or share our feelings with others, it can lighten our emotional load. Group activities like meditation, yoga, or even just sitting together in silence can create a sense of calm and belonging. These moments of togetherness can help us cope with life's challenges and remind us that we have people who care about us. Research shows that staying socially active can even help us live longer, healthier lives. People who maintain strong social ties tend to have better physical health, sharper minds, and a greater sense of purpose. Activities like walking with friends, joining a club, or volunteering in the community can keep us engaged and motivated. These experiences not only improve our health but also add meaning and joy to our lives. It's never too late to build new connections and combat loneliness. No matter our age or circumstances, there are always opportunities to reach out and form new friendships. Trying something new, joining a group, or simply saying hello to a neighbor can open the door to meaningful relationships. Every small step counts, and each new connection can make a positive difference in our lives. Let's explore a simple routine that can make a world of difference. By making small, intentional efforts to stay connected, whether it's reaching out to a friend, joining a group activity, or planning regular calls with family, we can enrich our lives and support our well-being. Remember, staying connected isn't just about avoiding loneliness. It's about embracing life, sharing joy, and building a community that lifts us up every day. Life can feel like a whirlwind sometimes, can't it? Between appointments, errands, and the daily routines that fill our calendars, it's easy to feel like there's never a spare moment. We're all busy, and it's completely normal to feel stretched thin by the demands of everyday life. But what if I told you that making a meaningful difference in your social life doesn't require hours of free time or a complicated schedule? In fact, it can start with just a small, intentional commitment. No matter how packed your week may seem, everyone can find 15 minutes. That's just a quarter of an hour, less time than it takes to watch a TV show or scroll through the news. It's a tiny slice of your week, but it can have a huge impact. Think about it. 15 minutes is all it takes to reach out, to connect, and to nurture relationships that matter to you. That small window of time can make a big difference in how connected you feel to others. It's not about grand gestures or elaborate plans. Instead, it's about the power of regular, genuine connection. When you set aside just 15 minutes each week to focus on someone you care about, you're investing in your own happiness and well-being as well as theirs. This isn't about complicated plans or overwhelming commitments. You don't need to organize a big event or plan a fancy outing. All you need is a simple, consistent effort, a small promise to yourself that you'll make time for connection. Whether it's a quick phone call, a handwritten note, or a short visit, these moments add up over time. The beauty of this approach is in its simplicity. It's about showing up, week after week, in small but meaningful ways. A walk in the park, a shared cup of tea, or even a friendly message can brighten someone's day, and yours too. Over time, these little efforts build stronger bonds and a greater sense of belonging. Imagine dedicating just 15 minutes every week to connecting with someone you care about. It could be a quick call to check in, a video chat to share a laugh, or even a thoughtful message to let someone know you're thinking of them. These small gestures can mean the world, especially when they become a regular part of your routine. It's easier than you think. You don't have to be a social butterfly or have a packed social calendar. All it takes is a willingness to reach out and a little bit of planning. Once you make it a habit, you'll find that these 15 minutes become something you look forward to, a highlight of your week. In the next few sections, we'll break down this simple routine into easy, actionable steps. You'll learn how to choose the right time, pick activities that feel natural, and make the most of your 15 minutes. We'll also share tips for overcoming common obstacles, so you can stay motivated and keep your connections strong. By the end of this journey, you'll discover how just a little time, 15 minutes a week, can lead to big improvements in your social well-being. You'll see that it's not about how much time you have, but how you choose to use it. Let's get started on building stronger, more joyful connections, one small step at a time. The first step is finding the best time for your 15-minute connection. Think about your week. When do you have a little free time? Maybe it's Sunday afternoon after lunch, or maybe it's Wednesday evening before dinner. Pick a time that works best for you and stick with it. Making it a routine helps you remember and makes it more likely to happen. Consistency is key. Now think about who you want to connect with. It could be a family member, like a child or grandchild. It could be an old friend you haven't talked to in a while. Don't be afraid to reach out to people you haven't spoken to in a while. They'll be happy to hear from you. Remember, connection is a two-way street. Step 3. Pick up the phone or write a letter. This is the moment where you turn intention into action. You've already set aside time in your day and you know exactly who you want to reach out to. Now it's about making that connection real. Sometimes the hardest part is simply taking that first step, so let's make it easy. You might choose to pick up the phone and call. There's something special about hearing a familiar voice on the other end of the line. It can instantly brighten your day and theirs. A phone call doesn't have to be long or complicated. Even a quick hello, a check-in, or a shared laugh can make a world of difference. If you're not sure what to say, start simple. Ask how they're doing, share a memory, or talk about something that made you smile today. The important thing is reaching out, not having the perfect words. And remember, it's not just about talking, it's about listening too. Sometimes your loved one just needs someone to hear them, to share their joys or worries. Your call can be a lifeline, a reminder that they matter and are remembered. But maybe you prefer to write. Sending a letter or a postcard is a beautiful, thoughtful gesture. In a world of quick messages and instant replies, a handwritten note stands out. It shows you took the time to sit down, reflect, and share a piece of yourself. You can write about your day, share family news, or simply let them know you're thinking of them. Letters can be read and reread, treasured for years, and even passed down through generations. They become keepsakes, holding your words and your warmth. If you're not sure what to write, start with a greeting, share a memory, or ask a question. You might be surprised at how much you have to say once you begin. The act of writing can be just as rewarding for you as it is for the person receiving your letter. Whether you choose to call or write, you're giving a gift, the gift of connection. Your words, your voice, your time, they all matter. And for your loved one, knowing that you reached out can bring comfort, joy, and a sense of belonging. So take that step. Pick up the phone or write a letter and let someone know they're in your thoughts today. Real-life connections, stories of joy. This simple routine has brought joy to many seniors. Take Mrs. Johnson, for example. She started calling her granddaughter every Sunday afternoon. Now, they have a special bond and look forward to their weekly chats. Or consider Mr. Garcia, who started writing letters to his old friends. He rediscovered the joy of writing and now exchanges letters regularly with friends across the country. These simple acts of connection have enriched their lives. Family and caregivers, partners in connection. Family and caregivers play a vital role in helping seniors stay connected. Encourage your loved ones to try this 15-minute routine. Offer to help them choose a time, make a list of people to contact, or even set reminders. You can also facilitate connections by arranging visits, video calls, or outings. Even small gestures can make a big difference in combating loneliness and promoting happiness. You can do it. Start connecting today. Staying connected is crucial for our health and happiness as we age. This simple 15-minute weekly routine is an easy way to make a big difference. Choose a time, pick someone you care about, and reach out. Start this week and experience the joy of connection. You won't regret it.